Hey good people, welcome to the channel. I'm Musically Malnourished and you're on my journey to go deep and wide in discovering new music and artists. Today we are getting into the sophomore album from Kanye West, formerly known as Kanye West. This is from 2005. It is the album Late Registration, which right off the bat I'm not taken off guard. I'm interested even in the album art, as you can see it here. We did learn a little bit more about the bear mascot when we were going through content over on Patreon for The College Dropout. I pulled a section out of a documentary we watched. That video is available here on the channel that somebody made that was absolutely incredible. And Kanye talked about the bear within this. So it's kind of cool seeing him kind of walk through these college doors, and the idea of a late registration, I assume, is kind of like showing up late to college. So anyways, that's very cool. Looking forward to what he's got up his sleeve. 21 tracks on this album, obviously a mixture of skits and other things within it. But as always, we're going to listen to each song. I'll make some comments or like some notes here. And so after each song, we'll dig a little bit deeper, talk about some things, and genuinely and generally just have a good time. All right, words are failing me early on, so this should be interesting together. Let's go ahead and get in to track one called Wake Up, Mr. West.
Oh, I knew I was gonna see
He's
you again.
back.
Knew I was gonna see you again. Where your goddamn book bag at? Always carrying that little book bag. Nobody wanna see that. Goddamn fourth grader. Sit your ass down. Showing up late again like he got something else to do. You don't got nothing else to do. You ain't doing nothing with your life. Nothing with your life. What you think this is? You better look at me when I'm talking to you. You think this is easy, don't you? You think this is
With
promise?
the piano intro, so neat.
Look at my face. Do I got a promise face? This look like I promise you anything. Kanye, nigga, is you snoring in my class?
All right,
Wake
let's
up,
let it
Mr.
roll.
West. Wake up, Mr. West. Mr. West. Mr. West. Mr. West.
Yeah,
Oh, he's woken up.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. From the shy, like Tim, it's a harder way. So this is in the name of love, like Robert say. Before you ask me to go get a job today, can I at least get a raise on the minimum wage? And I know the government administers AIDS, so I guess we just pray like the minister say. Alu Akbar and throwing some hot cars. The things we seen on the screen, it's not ours. But these niggas from the hood, so these dreams not far. Where I'm from, the dope boys is the rock stars, but they can't cop cars without seeing cop cars. I guess they want us all behind bars. I know it, and I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. But we'll find a way.
Oh, Adam Levine? Levine?
They say people in your life for seasons, and anything that happen is for a reason. And niggas gun clapping and keep the squeezing, and Graham keep praying and keep believing in Jesus. And one day that should see him, till then walk in his footsteps and try to be him. The devil is alive, I feel him breathing. Claiming money is the key, so keep on dreaming. And put them lottery tickets just to tease us. My Aunt Pam can't put them cigarettes down, so now my little cousin smoking them cigarettes now. His job try to claim that he too niggerish now. Is it cause his skin blacker than licorice now? I can't figure it out. Sticking it now. And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. And I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today.
It's such a soothing beat.
Find a way.
Nothing lasts forever, but be honest, babe. It hurts, but it may be the only way. With every worthless word, we can move far away. And nothing's ever promised tomorrow today. And nothing lasts forever, but be honest, babe. It hurts, but it may be the only way.
many cool elements can this song have? Okay. First things first, it was interesting in the intro segment, obviously bringing back the same person impersonating Bernie Mac. Him even mentioning about the backpack, because that was one thing. That's one of the reasons I really wanted to watch that documentary, and I'm glad I did. One of the reasons I clipped it and shared it here on YouTube, just because I think it led to a lot of interesting conversation and helped me just get a bigger picture of what was happening at this time, why it was difficult for Kanye to break through, where the mind was at around rap and hip hop, even defining the difference between rap and hip hop, that rap is kind of a genre, a subset within hip hop as a whole. But even the mentioning of him wearing a backpack all the time, but then him not really wanting to be known as this backpack rapper. It was all really cool seeing that play in here, because I wouldn't have known what he was talking about had I not watched that video. And so another thing with that is I try to put myself in the place again of what was going on at this time. And so with this, we had, what was the spread? So a year between these albums, geez, not bad at all. But obviously Kanye had been working and waiting for this moment. So I'm sure, dude, when College Dropout did what it did, he's like, all right, off to the races. And probably all he did was make music, as he had already been doing for some time. So I'm sure he had plenty locked and loaded, ready to go. So I put myself in the place of a person who may have heard College Dropout back when it released and was like, wow, this is incredible. And then you're waiting for what's next. Now, you only had to wait a year, but a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is that artists between albums, if I put this in, not having heard anything from it, obviously you get the skit, so you're like, cool, kind of brings me back to the College Dropout. But then if this is the first track, I'm smiling ear to ear. What a cool beat. The piano was so beautiful. I mean, everything was really played so tastefully through it. And then you get these kind of like, the beat has this, it's dirty and clean at the same time, this distortion that's on it, almost these horn sounds. And then you could have just rode that out through the end. But you bring this really interesting, almost chime bell sound that is not just like we'll just throw it on the end. Like, it elevated the beat, and only for the last, whatever it was, 20, 30 seconds. Really cool decision. And obviously that's one of the things that stood out so far through what I've heard from Kanye with the College Dropout. It's just such interesting sound, such an amazing mix in the idea of thinking about all these different components that just make it so interesting and yet work really well together. All right, let's look at over here. Heard 'Em Say, released as the third single chief gold status, reflects on the harsh realities in life, how things happen for a reason. The song samples Someone That I Used to Love by Natalie Cole. Adam Levine's lyrics would be later used in Maroon 5's song Nothing Lasts Forever. As to how the collaboration came about, Adam told Montreality, we were on a flight to the EMAs in Italy at the time. He was on the same plane. I don't think we had met him yet. We were literally sitting there, and he came up to me with his iPod or whatever it was at the time. He was like, yo, man, how you doing? I'm Kanye. He was just getting big, too. And he played me this record, like, hey, I've got this record. Do you want to write a song together? On a plane, And I said, yeah, sure. And that was it. The next thing I knew, we were in the studio making the record, and it was that easy. That's one of the things that stood out to me in the documentary as well, and obviously you can see it in the features that are on his songs, just that he was looking to collaborate with people. And you'd think there may be a part of him after producing for so many others, getting looked over, eventually breaking through, that maybe he's like, nah, forget you guys. But he didn't, you know? He wanted to keep collaborating, keep bringing people on. And he has this gutsy way of just approaching, just asking. And honestly, that's a great life lesson, right? Always check your motives. And it's even in scripture, you have not because you ask not. And it's followed in scripture, you know. And some of you ask and don't have because you ask for the wrong reasons. You ask for selfish reasons. So totally different thing. But if you take that principle, at least of just being forward, just asking, reaching out, you know, checking. That's something, honestly, my wife does really well. She's like, well, why don't we just find out? Or like, why don't we just ask? And so, you know, take that for what you needed in your life right now. Consider the angles. But is there something in your life you just need to ask? You just need to take the step. You just need to see, is the opportunity there? You know, strike while the iron's hot, if you will. Some of the interesting things in here, that line he said, that they can't hear it. Yeah. The dope boys is the rock stars. They can't cop cars without seeing cop cars. I guess they want us all behind bars. I know it. It sounds like the idea is like, that they can't get cars unless they're stealing cars. And what was that line about the cigarettes? Like, stop. Yeah, my Aunt Pam can't put them cigarettes down. So now my little cousin's smoking them cigarettes now. His job tried to claim he's too, now. Okay, I thought when I first heard it, he was saying she put them down. But he's saying, no, she didn't, which, you know, again, there's so many interesting things in these lyrics that you could just keep going deeper and deeper and deeper, which I do in subsequent listens. And a term that I learned in that documentary as well was conscious rap, I think is what it was, the thing that nobody really cared about and didn't want to hear and push Kanye to the side about, especially songs like Jesus Walks. And like, nobody wants to hear about that. And here he is again, talking about Jesus, talking about things that matter, even the idea of setting a bad example, you know, and how things pass down from generations. So really interesting, man. Really incredible way to get this album kicked off. All right, let's go ahead and move into track 3, titled Touch the Sky, featuring Lupe Fiasco.
I gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt the rock, before Cam got the shit to pop, the doors is closed. I felt like bad boy street team, I couldn't work the locks. Now let's go, take them back to the plan. Me and my mama hopped in that U-Haul van. Any pessimists, I ain't talk to them. Plus I ain't had no phone in my apartment.
I love how he bends it. Apartment.
About an hour I stand online, I just wanted to dance. I went to Jacob an hour after I got my advance. I just wanted to shine. Jay's favorite line, dog, and do
gosh.
Now look at me like, damn, dog, you what I am. A hip-hop legend, I think I died in an accident, cause this must be heaven. I gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Gotta testify, come up in the spot looking extra fly. Yeah. For the day I die, I'ma touch the sky. Now let's take them high. Now let's take them high. Back when Gucci was the shit to rock, back when Slick Rick got the shit to pop, I'd do anything to say I got it. Damn, them new loafers hurt my pocket. Before anybody wanted K West beats, me and my girl split the buffet at KFC. dog, I was having nervous breakdowns.
Wow.
Like, man, these niggas that much better than me, baby. I'm going on an aeroplane, and I don't know if I'll be back again. Sure enough, I sent the plane tickets, but when she came to kick it, things became different. Any girl I cheated on, sheets skeeted on, couldn't keep it at home, thought I needed a knee alone. I'm trying to right my wrongs, but it's funny them same wrongs help me write the song now. I gotta testify.
I love when people drop the beat out.
For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky.
Yes, yes, yes. Guess who's on third? Lupe still like Lupe in the third. Here like here till I'm bitter on the curb. Peach fuzz buzz, but bitter on the verge. Let's slow it down like river on the serve. Bottle shaped body like Mrs. Butterworth. But before you say another
She got
word,
canceled.
I'm back on the block like I'm laying on the street. I'm trying to stop lying like I'm Umbra, but I'm not lying when I'm laying on the beat. On guard, a touche, Lupe, cool as the unthaw, but I still feel possessed as a gunshot.
That unguard touche.
And a fresh pair of steps and my best foreign car. So, I represent the first. Now let me end my verse right where the horns are like,
I gotta testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky. You gon' touch the sky, baby girl. Testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. For the day you die, you gon' touch the sky.
We back at home, baby.
Sky high, I'm sky high. 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 Sky high. I'm sky high.
Yeah, keep it rolling. Yeah. Feels good to be home, baby. Feels good to be home.
Okay. I read a note when I was looking at some of the information about the album that Kanye took a lot of the money or some of the money or whatever from the success of College Dropout to really go full in with this album, because it does sound like these are not prepackaged horns. You know, it's not something off a MIDI keyboard. It does sound like he paid to have the instruments, the orchestration within this song. Man, it's so good. I'm curious, let me know out there if you know, were orchestra elements like this used much in rap at the time? You know, we're going to continue getting into some other artists. Even as of filming this, next week we'll drop Good Kid, Mad City from Kendrick Lamar. So as I listen to more artists from that time, Drake as well, I'll kind of get to hear like what people were doing at that time. But it wouldn't surprise me if that kind of instrumentation, more classical instruments, were not used as prevalently. And man, it's such a great sound on here. I love too when that line that you said, the apartment, I can't remember exactly how he enunciated, but it reminds me of this old interview. It's a little bit cheesy when somebody was interviewing Eminem and asking him about rhyming, and they were like, yeah, everybody says, you know, you can't rhyme, nothing rhymes with orange. He said, well, yeah, if you just say orange, it's very difficult. But, and I can't remember how he said it, but it'd be something like, if you said orange, you know, rearrange, it has to do sometimes with you twisting and manipulating the word. And that's what he did with apartment to, what did he rhyme with? Let's see. Apartment. Okay. Yeah, because he said it right here. Any pessimists, I ain't talked to them. Plus, I ain't having no phone in my apartment. To somehow make apartment rhyme with them. So good. This line was interesting. Back when they thought pink polos would hurt The Rock. Before Kanye came into the Rockefeller label, rappers wore baggy clothes, proper hood attire, see 50 Cent, Ye broke the mold by sporting preppy clothes in pink, not usually associated with being hood. It also plays on rock, i.e. people thought that rocking pink polos could hurt one's image at that time. Man, I remember when polos became really big. I think I was in 8th grade, 2004. I would have been in like 10th grade in 2004. But even before that, Kanye was wearing polos and things. But I vividly remember, and I don't know if Kanye helped lead that. I know that people have said he was just as, what's the word? Not so influential in fashion, which I don't know much about fashion, as he was in music and other realms as well. But I do remember when it became like the thing for guys to wear pink polos. I also thought it was funny. Oh, my collar's buttoned down. Kanye was rocking the flipped up collar. And again, this makes me wonder, because I remember when everybody was doing that. I'm like, I wonder, was he influencing that, or did he pick up on that trend and then make it bigger? But I remember when guys would walk around my high school, middle school, high school, with pink polos and flipped collars. So fun. And then that line about splitting the buffet at KFC. Before anybody wanted K West beats, me and my girl split the buffet at KFC. And then who is Nia Long? Couldn't keep it at home. Thought I needed Nia Long. Possibly a reference to Taye Diggs' character in The Best Man, who was tempted to stray from his girlfriend by Nia Long's character. She made a guest appearance in the music video. All right, well, that will be interesting. Yeah, I started noticing all the cameos and things that he had in music videos. This says, produced by Just Blaze, using a slowed down sample from Curtis Mayfield's Move On Up, a style that Kanye also employs. This song notably features Lupe Fiasco's first big breakthrough. Fun fact, Kanye was sued by Evil Knievel for the music video of the song because Kanye used images and patterns that matched Knievel's trademarked suit. It was settled when Knievel met Kanye, calling him quite a gentleman. Why would you sue? And then you talked. And it was like, all right, my bad. That's so petty. In an AV Club interview featured artist Lupe Fiasco talked about the simplicity of hopping onto this track despite originally considering rejecting the offer. I've been knowing Kanye for years. We helped each other out before he had his deal. He had this record that he wanted me to jump on, and it was Touch the Sky. It was that simple. We went to the studio and recorded it. I'm glad he did, man. He sounded great. Okay, now this song, track 4, Gold Digger, I am familiar with. I forgot that was his song, but I don't know that you could exist in the world and not have heard this song. All right, here we go. Track 4, Gold Digger, featuring, once again, Jamie Foxx.
She take my money when I'm in need. Yes, it's a trifling friend indeed.
I love Jamie
Oh,
Foxx.
she's a gold digger way over town that digs on me. She give me money.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger,
I'm in need.
but she ain't messing with no broke niggas.
Give me money.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger,
I'm in need.
but she ain't messing with no broke niggas.
I got a weed.
Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said, I could tell you rock, I could tell by your charm. Far as girls, you got a flock, I could tell by your charm and your arm. But I'm looking for the one, have you seen her? My psychic told me she'll have an ass like Serena, Trina, Gina for Lopez, 4 kids. And I gotta take all they badass to showbiz. Okay, get your kids, but then they got their friends. I pulled up in the Benz, they all got a bin. We all went to den, and then I had to pay. If you fucking with this girl, then you better be paid. You know why?
take too much to touch her. From what I heard, she got a baby by Buster. My best friend said she used to fuck with Usher. I don't care what none of y'all say, I still love her. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head. 18 years, she got one of your kids, got you for 18 years. I know somebody paying child support for one of his kids. His baby mama car crib is bigger than his. You will see him on TV any given Sunday. Win a Super Bowl and drive off in a Hyundai. She was supposed to buy your shorty Tyco with your money. She went to the doctor, got lipo with your money. She walk around looking like Michael with your money. Shoulda got that insured Geico for your money. Money. If you ain't no punk, holla, we want prenup. We want prenup, yeah. It's something that you need to have. Cause when she leave your ass, she gon' leave with half. 18 years, and on her 18th birthday, found out it wasn't his. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head. Now I ain't saying you a gold digger, you got knees. You don't wanna do the smoke, but he can't buy weed. You go out to eat, he can't pay, y'all can't.
Sounds like a kazoo.
This is in the back, you gotta roll up your sleeves. But while y'all washing, watch him. He gon' make it to a beans out of that Datsun. He got that ambition, baby. Look at his eyes. This week he mopping floors, next week is the fries. So stick by his side. I know his dudes ballin', and yeah, that's nice. And they gon' keep calling and trying, but you stay right, girl. And when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head, get down. Get down, girl, gon' head. Let me hear that back.
Oh my gosh. I've heard the song, but I've never listened to the song. He just, it's almost hard to explain. Number one, like his tone in rapping, it's, and he can get more intense, but it's, I don't know, it's very assertive, confident, but fairly chill, just in the way that he's rapping. I just wrote that it's so calm. So I don't know any other better way to say it. And yeah, the song is so interesting. There's so many interesting elements within it that, again, having heard the song, I understood what was being said, but really listening to the song this time, there's not a wasted line within it. Let's see here. Kanye examines the gold digger phenomenon and sheds light on relationships on this hit single. The song's hook was originally written for Shauna and performed from a female's perspective with lines like, "I'm not saying I'm a gold digger, but I ain't messing with no broke." Kanye previously performed the second verse at Slam Poetry event. Well, I wonder what happened with this. The beat was produced by Kanye with John Brion. Gold Digger contains a bouncy beat formed from hand claps and scratches by DJ A-Track and an interpolation during the introduction of I Got a Woman by Ray Charles, who featured artist Jamie Foxx, played in the 2004 biopic Ray. Yeah, now that's a synergy. You know what's interesting? It's what Jamie Foxx said. If you listen to the song, they never called her a gold digger because the song is originated from the idea that the girl never went out with anybody that was regular because she was always in the space where fly people would hit on because she had her own stuff. So she's not a gold digger, she's just a fly girl. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that I picked up on. And it's kind of left up to interpretation, right? Because somebody's like, nah, that's a gold digger. But it's almost saying like, she's at this elite place, whether by her looks or, you know, a combination of how she looks and who she is and the way she asserts or carries herself, that she just ends up connecting with these more elite people. But then he has these statements that are like, after 18 years, you find out the kid's not yours. So there are these contradictions within it that it's not necessarily saying she's a gold. I'm not saying she's a gold digger, which I guess is the point of the song, but you're not messing around with broke people. So you make up your mind. The song is not written about a specific person. In fact, it was initially supposed to be sung by a female artist. The track was offered to Chicago MC Shauna for her debut album. She decided not to use it. The hook, I wonder if she's hating herself for that. The hook originally went, okay, that's what we read. Kanye saw the song's potential for becoming a hit, repurposed the lyrics from a male perspective. All right, live performance, cool. We'll get that up on Patreon. There is a music video as well. All right, we're moving into another skit with track 5, which actually says skit number 1.
I brought you brothers here today to start our own fraternity. Broke 5 broke, we ain't got it.
Broke 5 broke.
We ain't got it. No, we have no money, we are sharing jeans. If I go outside, I got the only clothing on. How many cars do we own? None. How many cars do we own? None, sir. Should we let our woman go and be with the cat with the car? Yes, we will. Why? Because we can't afford gas. Say it with me. We can't afford no gas. Say it. We can't afford no gas. So we ain't driving.
Let it roll.
Boom, boom. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow, homie. You never know, homie.
It's a fun pacing on this album.
You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. My homie Molly used to stay 79th and May. One of my best friends from back in the day. Down the street from Calumet, a school full of stones. He nicknamed me
Real
K-Rock
soulful.
Stair, leave me alone. Bulls jacket with his hat broke way off. And walked around the mall with his radio face off. Plus he had a spinner from his Dayton's in his hand. Keys in his hand. Reason again to let you know he's the man. Back when we rocked the leases, he had dreams of caprices. Drove by the teachers, even more by police. How he get the cash today? His father passed away. Left him with a little something. 16, he was stunting. I'll be sure, nigga, with the hair all wavy. Hit Lake Shore, girls go all crazy. Hit the freeway, go at least about 80. Bone so much that summer, even had him a baby. See, back then, if you had a car, you was the Chi-Town version of Baby. And I was just a virgin of
I'm sorry, okay? I don't ever stop the music, but who does that just to fit the beat? See, back then, if you had a car?
on so much that summer, even had him a baby. See, back then, if you had a car, you was the Chi-Town version of Baby. And I was just a virgin of Baby. One of the reasons I looked up to him crazy. I used to love to play my demo tape when the system yanked. Felt like I was almost signed when the shit got cranked. We'd take a Saturday and just circle the mall. They had their Lincolns and Auroras, we was hurting them all. With the girls, a lot of flirting involved. But dog, fuck all that flirting, now I'm trying to get in some draws. So, put me on with these hoes, homie. He told me don't rush to get grown. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow.
Like, proceed with caution.
About these hoes, homie. You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie.
What it do? I'm posted up in the parking lot, my trunk waving. The candy gloss is immaculate, it's simply amazing. The mailbows poking wide on the candy lag. Trunk open, screens on, neons lit with fifth relax. I'm on a mission for dime pieces and sexy ladies. Allow me to introduce you to my CL Mercedes. It's a star-studded event when I valet park. Open up my mouth and sunlight illuminates the dark. You see them foes crawling, you see them screens falling. The disco ball in my mouth insinuates I'm ballin'. I'm leaning on the switch, sitting crooked in my slab. But I can still catch poppers if I drove a cab. A young Houston hard hitter, all about the Skrilla, riding some candy coated, crawling like a caterpillar. I'm tipping on them foes, I'm jamming on this group. I'm looking for them hoes, baby, what it do? Drive slow, homie. Turn your hazard lights on when you see them hoes.
Drive slow, homie.
If you're riding around the city with nowhere to go,
Drive slow, homie.
live today, cause tomorrow, man, you never know.
You never know, homie. Might meet some hoes, homie. You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. My car's like the movie, my car's like the crib. I got more TVs in here than where I live.
And I don't make no sense, but baby, I'm the shit. And everything I flick, you know what some says. I got the custom grill, I got the bravest rims, I got the ball of genetics, baby, this evidence. You see a player flicking, and how you ain't convinced that you should go and kiss it. Just a little bit. I wear my custom kings, I got my Jesus chain.
There's the Jesus chain.
Through my angel wings, they see me hoes acting like they seen a king with that mean lean, smoking on that finest Cali green. My wood grain oak, I'm riding on Vogues. My cylinder quiet, like tiptoes. I so O's, and this I know. When you see them hoes, little homie, drive slow, drive slow, drive slow.
What?
Drive slow, homie.
As it kind of like slows down.
You never know, homie. Might meet some hoes, homie. You need to pump your brakes and drive slow, homie. Drive slow, homie.
That's what I'm talking about, man. It's the last part of the song. But I love, and you know, there are artists that definitely do this, but it's something that stood out to me so far. I've already mentioned it once, is almost putting as much care and attention into the close of the song as the beginning, and not just feeling like, it's just 30 seconds left, just 20 seconds left. Just let it fizzle out, you know, but instead coming up with something interesting even for the end. I love too just that idea of drive slow, and it is good advice, you know. Filming this in April, I'll celebrate my 17th year anniversary in May, and it is interesting. It takes a lot, right, to make a relationship go the long run. But I think in meeting a person, and sure, there are outliers in every situation, right? But yeah, I think moving slow is important, getting to know a person and see who they're becoming. And that also depends on where you meet in life. My wife and I met pretty young. And I knew the moment I saw her, you know, you have that initial like, oh, wow. Number one, I'm attracted to you. Number two, as I get to know you, I'm more and more attracted to you. But it was, you know, we knew each other for 3 years and spent a lot of time together before getting married. And then obviously to make the long haul, each person individually has to continue trying to become a better version of themselves so that you two together make a dynamic combo, you know? And so I take that very seriously in my own life, my own heart, my own mind, my own integrity, who I am, who I'm becoming. And my wife does the same. And so, yeah, drive slow until it's time to go. Because at some point it's like, all right, marry the girl. Let's see here. Drive Slow is the homage to the art of creeping through the hood with a more general message about taking life easy. Slow-flowing rappers GLC and Paul Wall are featured to accentuate the slow tempo. Kanye sampled Hank Crawford's Wildflower for the beat. The same song was sampled for Tupac's Shorty Wanna Be a Thug. Sampling is something I'm still learning about, and I'm genuinely surprised at how much sampling I see. I need to find a video, you know, that kind of explains that, how sampling works, in which I think is also one of the interesting threads between rap, you know, that different artists I've heard will sample some of the same beats tying into other artists. And and kind of giving these songs continued life, and again, the same word used here, like paying homage to the artists that came before them and things like that. I find that really interesting, and I want to learn more about sampling, the art of sampling, when to sample, why to sample, and is it just that you come across something that you really like and you want to take that and riff off of it or evolve it? All right, this is track 7. Excited to see Common here. I don't know that I've ever heard Common. I know him first and foremost from some of the acting that he's done, and he was in one of Kanye's music videos. And I saw him and I was like, I know that guy. And I looked it up and his name was Common, which I know he also, probably before acting, had his career in rap. So I'm interested in hearing him on this. All right, track 7, My Way Home, featuring Common.
Yeah.
I'm on my way home.
They say home is where the hate is, my dome is where fate is. I stroll where souls get lost like Vegas, seen through the eyes of rebel glasses. Pray to God that my arms reach the masses. The young smoke grass in grassless jungles, rubber band together in cashless bundles. We wear struggle in chains, divided only hustle remains. Making sense of it, we hustle for change. Revolution ain't a game, it's another name for life fighting. Some wanna stay in their corner like Mike Tyson. Heights fighting for hits to heighten they hell. Don't he know he could only get as high as he fell? Show money becomes bail, relationships become jail. Children are unheld. I wish love was for sale. Behold the pale horse got me trapped like Arkell. I bail and it
Might not be such a bad idea if I never.
Oh, I love the way Common spits. That's a rap lingo. Cracker.
I left 3 days ago, but no one seems to know I'm gone. Home is where the hatred is. Home is filled with pain, and it might not be such a bad idea if I never went home again.
Okay. Didn't know if we were getting a transition into the next song. Oh my gosh, dude. Yes, I love Common's tone and delivery. And man, how old was he at this time? Because he sounds like he has so much wisdom. Okay, so 1972. What, this was 2004, 5? So, 33 years old. Definitely enough time, but he definitely sounded like he was kind of bringing some even older wisdom than that. And obviously it's a play on Home is Where the Heart Is, which is really interesting. Okay, it's another sample. This is the only track on the album where Ye does not provide any vocals, besides the skits. Instead, it features a verse from fellow Chicago MC, good friend Common, which was recorded for his album B, but was cut since it did not fit the overall ambiance of the album. So in efforts to save a nice track from being scrapped, it was included on here. That's cool. It's like, hey, it doesn't fit mine. Let's put it on yours. Love that. Yeah. Why isn't this longer? That's what I was thinking too. Oh man, where he said, what, grass? The young smoke grass in grassless jungles, obviously the city. The song samples, okay, 5 years after the release of Late Registration, Scott Heron himself actually sampled Kanye, the opening and closing tracks to his 2010 album, I'm New Here. All right. I was curious if anybody said anything about the line, home is where the hatred is. Let's see here. The hood is a very dangerous place. Many men lose their lives there, even though they call it home. This also ironically inverts the common phrase, home is where the heart is. Also the title of a poem by Gil Scott-Heron, the father of rap. Quite a title. Gil Scott-Heron. Okay. He was making music. Well, I mean, we've got a 2015 album here. Interesting, man. I'd be curious to hear what Gil Scott-Heron does. Okay. This is track 8, Crack Music.
That's that crack music, nigga. That real black music, nigga.
That's that crack music, nigga. That real black music, nigga.
How we stop the Black Panthers? Ronald Reagan cooked up an answer. You hear that? What Gil Scott was hearing when our heroes and heroines got hooked on heroin. Crack raised the murder rate in DC and Maryland. We invested in that, it's like we got Merrill lynched. And we've been hanging from the same tree ever since. Sometimes I feel the music is the only medicine. So we cook it, cut it, measure it, bag it, sell it.
Oh, wow, dude.
Nowadays they can't tell it. That's that good shit, we ain't sure, man. Put the CD on your tongue, yeah, that's pure, man.
Such a cool concept.
That real black music, nigga.
That's that crack music, nigga. That real black music, nigga.
From the place where the father's gone, the mothers is hardly home, and the mighty gones lock us up in the arty home. How the Mexicans say we just trying to party home. They wanna pack us all in a box like styrofoam. Who gave Saddam anthrax? George Bush got the answers. Back in the hood, it's a different type of chemical. Arm and Hammer, bacon, soda, raised they whole quota. Right when our soldiers ran for the stove, cuz dreams of being Hova went from being a broke man to being a dope man to being a president. Look, there's hope, man. This that inspiration for the moles and the folks, man. Shorty come and see his mama straight overdosing. And this is the soundtrack. This the type of music that you make when you round that. Crack music, nigga. That real black music, nigga.
That's that crack music, nigga. That real black music, nigga.
God, how could you let this happen? That's that crack music. That real black music.
That's that crack
we're getting off the rails.
Give us this day our daily bread. Before the feds give us these days and take our daily bread. See, I done did all this old bullshit. And to atone, I throw a little something on the pulpit. We took that shit, measured it, and then cooked that shit.
Yeah, you can feel like his kind of anger coming through.
Music, and now we ooze it through they nooks and crannies. So our mamas ain't got to be they cooks and nannies.
Wow.
And we gon' repo everything they ever took from Granny. Now the former slaves trade hooks for Grammys. This dark diction has become America's addiction. Those who ain't even black use it. We gon' keep bagging up this here crack music.
Wow. Man, I feel that a song like that kind of, even in the early days for Kanye, begins to shed some light on some of the things that he was feeling, and whether he stewarded those thoughts well over the last several years or not. You can feel this thing inside of him that really wants to push back against the narrative, that really wants to challenge ideas. Because even in a sense, it seems, and we'll see if there's anything in the annotations here, that in a way he's almost making an accusation that, and I don't know enough on the subject to speak with authority on it, so it'll be interesting to see if anybody has anything to say, that almost it seems like he's saying crack, heroin was almost utilized as a weapon to suppress black people, which obviously it's not just black people that use it, but from a lot of what Kanye speaks about in his music, obviously he's speaking from what he knows, his community, his culture, and in this song, speaking to possibly saying that it was engineered in a sense to suppress these communities, almost in the same way that what he was saying about with anthrax. Yeah, giving Saddam anthrax. It's saying George Bush got the answers. It's just interesting to see, because obviously as he's leaned into deeper conspiracy theories, which are not all conspiracy theories. We've seen many of those things come to light in things that we just couldn't imagine. But then also there's still stuff that is kind of falls in that, like, I don't know, that feels like a bit of a stretch. It's just interesting to see that come out here, that side of him. The theme of crack music is comparing the crack cocaine epidemic in America to the addiction of hip-hop, while also talking about political conspiracy theories. He explained his thought process. I started thinking if I was to make a song about crack, I wanted to start where my parents told me it started. How we stopped which his parents were activists. How we stopped the Black Panthers. Ronald Reagan cooked up the answer. You say Ronald wasn't even the president at the time, but he was the governor of California when the CIA conspired to bring down the Black Panther Party. It goes back to artists being on the chitterling circuit and labels giving them drugs to lull them over and not be focused on their business. Crack was placed in the black community, used to separate the groups who were to protect us from the police brutality and racism at the time. Man, that's interesting. There's probably a documentary or something that exists, a YouTube doc at least. The song features Game, but only a hook. His verse didn't fit the concept of the song, though Game has released a version with the verse. Yeah, let's see. This primarily refers to the Mulford Act of 1967, which Reagan passed as the governor of California to limit open firearm wielding. He was inspired to do this to help suppress the Black Panther movements of the time, but could also allude to the connection between the CIA, Iran, and the Contra rebels, in which the 1980s the federal government, led by Republican President Ronald Reagan, invented and distributed crack to predominantly black communities in the hopes that its spread would hinder black power organizations like the Black Panthers. It's been noted Kanye's dad was a member of the Black Panther Party, and he left the party to become one of the first black photojournalists. Wow. So is this is something that's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like proved true? Did let's see, CIA invent crack? I mean, I don't know that you can trust AI to give you the answer, but investigations revealed the CIA knew their Nicaraguan Contra allies were trafficking cocaine into the U.S. during the 1980s and failed to stop it. The accusation stemmed from a 1996 Dark Alliance series by Gary Webb, which reported that Contra-linked drug rings sold crack to fund anti-communist operations. So, okay, maybe not in the sense of engineering or manufacturing directly. Reports indicated the anti-drug efforts were hampered by the CIA and national security interests. Ugh, okay, I can't go too deep down that hole. It makes me too depressed. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm all for finding the truth, but that kind of stuff, man, is just, as you grow older, right? You just are, you realize all these systems you were led to trust so blindly that it's rare there's a good person that actually exists in them. Okay, let's go to track 9. This is Roses.
I know it's past visiting hours, but can I please give her these flowers? The doctor don't want to take procedures. He claim my heart can't take the anesthesia. It'll send her body into a seizure.
It's about his grandma, correct?
It'll stop beeping. Hey, chick, I'm at a loss for words. What do you say at this time? Remember when I was 9? Tell her everything gonna be fine, but I be lying. The family crying, they want her to live, and she trying. I'm arguing like, what kind of doctor can we find? You know the best medicine go to people that's paid. If Magic Johnson got a cure for AIDS, and all the broke motherfuckers passed away, you telling me if my grandma's in the NBA, right now she'd be okay. But since she was just a secretary, worked for the church for 35 years, things supposed to stop right here. My grandfather trying to pull it together, he's strong. That's where I get my confidence from. Asked the nurse, did you do the research? She asked me, can you sign some t-shirts? Bitch, is you smoking reefer? You don't see that we hurt, but still I smile. Outside of the emergency room, you can feel my heartbeat, beat. If she gon' pull through, we gon' find out soon. But right now she sleep. My mama say, they say she could pass away any day. Hey chick, what these doctors know anyway? Let me see the x-rays. I ain't no expert, I'm just hurt. Cousin Kim took off of work. Plus my Aunt Shirley, Aunt Beverly, Aunt Clay, and Aunt Jean. So many aunties, we could have an auntie team. Feel like A. Marie, it's just one thing. When they said that she made it, you see their eyes gleam. I think we at an all-time high. To get there, we run, we fly, we drive. Cause with my family, we know where home is. So instead of sending flowers, we the roses.
Gosh, got such a great soulful feeling in it.
reach for the clouds you break.
So good.
I won't wait.
I love to when, because there's so many dimensions to making beats, you know, and when you start fine tuning things like the panning, which he was doing with a lot of that, and just, you know, you get in there and you have a specific, just these layers you want to add to things, and that being like a one more step you can take to make it even more interesting. Okay. It says, around the time that Late Registration came out, Kanye West's grandmother had a near-death experience. Okay. And I was picking up in the song, it did seem like they had said that she pulled through. Somewhere right up in here. Yeah, when they said that she made it, you see the eyes gleam. I think we had an all-time high. Man, I love the way he delivered it too. You know, it felt very raw, almost kind of spoken wordish. And again, he does that thing where he like repeats certain words that almost, it doesn't cross into the singing that gets associated with rap, but it's like right there in that middle that it becomes melodic in a sense from the rap. I don't know, man. Just these little things that he adds are really interesting. All right. Track number 10. This is Bring Me Down featuring Brandy. This is gonna go, isn't it?
Bring me down, way down, way down.
I see some dancing in my future.
One day they try to bring me down. Always knew that one day they try to bring me down, way down.
I have to say, since Pac passed away, most you rappers don't even deserve a track from me. You see, if you ever wanted to ever be anything,
such an epic feel.
Down any dream, it always be haters. That's the way it is. Hated niggas marry hated bitches and have hated kids. But they gon' have to take my life or they take my drive. Cause when I was barely living, that's what kept me alive. Just a thought that maybe it could be better than where we at this time. Make it out of this grind, for I'm out of my mind. And get some leeway on it, he say, she say. Your girl don't like me, how long has she been gay? Spanish girl say, you know I play English. And everybody wanna run to me for they singlet. It's funny how these whack niggas need my help. Wasn't around when I couldn't feed myself. Dog, if I was you, I wouldn't feel myself. Dog, if I was you, I'd kill myself. Made a meal myself, and I'm still myself. And I'ma look in the mirror if I need some help. Y'all speak from the heart, y'all all frontin'. Everybody feel a way about K, but at least y'all feel something.
What you called it, I bet I'm in forgetting when some get forget you. What kind of drink we found? See, I'm often at your crossways, forgetting when the hands I met you and try to bring me down. I always knew that one day they try to bring me down, way down, way down.
I love the piano. That's definitely a live piano. You're not giving me any space here, Kanye. I did want to look, though, at where I thought this was going to go was much more, and I even said it, right? Prepared to dance. I thought it was going to be the chugga, 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 chugga. And obviously it kept much more of a, again, a soulful feeling in there. But in this build-up,
they try to bring me down, way down, way down.
See, I kept thinking this was going to keep kind of building. See, he starts throwing these things in that kind of even threw me off. I was trying to rock with it. And it was just like, because I thought I was going to do this. And I was just, and then I thought he was going to come in a little bit harder and whatever it was going to do. But it's really interesting. All right, let's talk about it. Okay, let's go find it here. Bring me down. Okay. You're getting these short descriptions. A big ol' F yeah to the haters from Mr. West and Brandy. Some of these lines from this were previously in a January 2004 freestyle with Tim Westwood. Cool. We'll have to take a look at that. Just as a reminder, one of the greatest ways you can support this channel, because obviously I don't earn any ad revenue on these videos because we bring them to you uncut, is number one, obviously super chats, things like that. Anything is appreciated, but better than that, my Patreon community memberships start at $5 and we offer music videos, live performances, live streams, documentaries, interviews, all kinds of fun stuff over there. And that catalog just keeps building. So when you pay for access to Patreon, you get access to the entire backlog, as well as obviously everything that we do in the future. So feel free to check that out. There was something she said in here. Oh, I loved when Kanye did, again, he did that single instead of single. Those are just good things to remember if you're writing, you know, you're like, man, this just doesn't fit. It's like, yeah, there's a way to make it fit. And then they said, man, if I try to search K, it's probably not going to show anything. And it was definitely up here in the, yeah, here. What is K? Oh, Kanye. Ye plays on the literal and figurative meaning of feel. All those people who have an opinion on Kanye West seem to be heartless. Like they don't have any feelings. At least they have a different kind of feeling about Kanye and opinion. Everybody feel a way about K, but at least y'all feel something. Okay, yeah, I didn't pick up on it. I was like, what is K? Who is K? It's Kanye. But this comes from the guy who did the J. Cole reaction, my first one. I've done 3 of his albums so far, but when I did 2014 Forest Hills Drive, and he was talking about Jermaine, I went on this whole thing. I was like, I wonder what Jermaine he's talking about. And it led us into some funny places. And it wasn't until later I was like, oh, it's his name. Okay. Let's get into the next track here. This is track 11, titled Addiction. Dude.
You make me smile with my heart. Oh,
Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so
I love when he
good?
gets into this cadence.
Everything they told me not to is exactly what I would.
It's like bouncy beat.
Man, I tried to stop, man. I tried the best I could, but make me smile. What's your addiction? Is it money? Is it girls? Is it weed? I've been afflicted by not one, not two, but all three. She's got the same thing about me.
This is almost like new workout plan type of
She's
bounce.
coming over, so I guess that means I'm a drugs. Just let me peek now. I mean, dang, I'm so curious. She's got a lover, so the lies and the lust is a rush. Time's of the essence. I need you to be spontaneous. Roll up the doja, Henny and Coca-Cola. Then I'm coming over, cause it's never over.
Again, he's doing it again.
Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Everything they told me not to was exactly what I would. Man, I tried to stop, man. I tried the best I could, but make me smile. I see the emotion in your eyes that you try not to show. We get the closest when you high, or you drunk, or you blow. So I'll pour the potion so we can both get high as we can go. Then I'll get the lotion and do something to me when your thighs is exposed. No turning back now. I mean, I don't mean to impose. Not now, but right now, I need you to undress and then pose. I'm into that now. Get your vibe when the doors get closed. Roll up the doja, Henny and Coca-Cola, and I keep coming over, cause it's never over.
Why everything's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Everything they told me not to is exactly what I would.
Who's this?
Man, I tried to stop, man. I tried the best I could, but
Make me smile.
Such a great use of that sample, whatever it is. We'll find out in a minute.
Make me smile. Make me smile with my Why everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good? Everything they told me not to was exactly what I would. Man, I tried to stop, man. I tried the best I could, but
I just wanted to ask you, let me how would I put this on? Let's say, your friends, remember the one, huh? You said if you ever, she would be the one. Okay. Well, I was thinking hypothetically. I mean, don't take this seriously. Don't take me. I mean, just not credibly. I feel it incredibly. I mean, let's let it be. I just let it be. I mean, you hurting me. I mean, you hurting me. Maybe, baby. You know I was just kidding. Unless you're gonna do it. Make me smile.
He's a menace, dude. Don't do it. Keep your marriage bed sacred. Don't open that door. Get thee behind me. Man, musically, this is a standout for me on the album because I need a better word than interesting because I feel like I overuse the word, but it's like there's this really like dark beat, almost like sci-fi-ish to an extent, but the way he delivers the vocals is very bright and bouncy. And then you get this old sounding like, gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like radio static voice. And so it looks like, I wonder if this is it. In this song, Kanye raps out the many addictions that fame has given him, such as money, girls, and weed. And then obviously he focuses on one. He questions himself on whether he can deal with his addictions and keep his girl. In the outro, he tries to convince his girl to have a threesome. Addiction contains a sample from My Funny Valentine as performed by Etta James. Yes, that's 100% it. Let's look at that. Etta James. Okay. Born Jamesetta Hawkins in 1938. So yeah, that's what I was saying. It sounded very old, vintage. Versatile American singer-songwriter who blended blues, soul, R&B, and rock and roll. I'm like, where does he find this stuff, man? Is he just searching all around? Does he just have such a wide understanding of music to pull from? I mean, I'm sure he's probably just listening to all kinds of different things. Or maybe he goes searching because he has an idea. Like, I want to bring in something kind of vintage. And then I'm sure there's even tie-ins with the themes from the songs, you know, that he could pull a piece from it that kind of almost carries the harder message. And maybe we can let's see. What is My Funny Valentine about? My Funny Valentine, 1937 jazz standard about loving someone for their authentic imperfections rather than idealized beauty. Features intimate, tender lyrics. Playfully mocks a lover's laughable appearance while ultimately celebrating them as a favorite work of art. Yeah, and so maybe, you know, I don't want to stretch it because you could obviously make connections wherever you want to, but maybe it is meant to, like, in the midst of his addiction, you know, as opposed to it being something physical you have to overlook. It's this thing that he knows he deals with. I don't know. It's very cool, though. That's kind of why it, like, makes me want to just keep stretching the boundaries of everything I listen to. Like, I pulled... my grandmother had all these vinyls, and I went through them. I got rid of a lot of them, which was really hard because she definitely, I wish that she was more into like rock and some other things because I didn't get any of the like old rock albums. A lot of her stuff was much slower, but she did have some neat ones in there. She had this guy in there. Songs in the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder. I still haven't played it. It's missing the second disc. It only has one disc. But even stuff like this, you know, or things that I wouldn't... Like, I have no idea what this is. Local Gentry? But it makes me want to listen to things like that, just to broaden your sound, your understanding of music, and maybe ways to use it in new creative ways. Okay, let's get in. This is skit number 2, so we'll probably let it play and then roll into track 13 as well.
Broke, five broke. We ain't got it. Broke, five broke. We ain't got it. Don't spend no money. Ain't got no clothes. Ain't got no cars.
I love that they're continuing this.
No, we broke, five broke. We ain't got it. Broke, five broke. We ain't got it. Got no money. We got no clothes. Ain't got no car. Can't get no hoes. We broke. Bunch of niggas broke.
Oh.
Diamonds are forever. They are all I need to please me.
It's a James Bond thing.
They can stimulate and tease me.
Right?
They won't leave in the night. I've no fear that they might desert me.
Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe. The rock is still alive every time I rhyme.
You're nasty.
Forever, ever, forever, ever, 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 ever. Good morning, this ain't Vietnam still. People lose hands, legs, arms for real. Little was known of Sierra Leone and how it connect to the diamonds we own. When I speak of diamonds in this song, I ain't talking about the ones that be glown. I'm talking about Rockefeller, my home, my chain. These ain't conflict diamonds. Is they Jacob? Don't lie to me, man. See a part of me saying, keep shining. How? When I know what the blood diamonds. Though it's thousands of miles away, Sierra Leone connect to what we go through today. Over here, it's the drug trade. We die from drugs. Over there, they die from what we buy from drugs. The diamonds, the chains, the bracelets, the charms is. I thought my Jesus piece was so harmless. Till I seen a picture of a shorty armless. And here's the conflict. It's in the black person's soul to rock that gold. Spend your whole life trying to get that ice. On a polo rugby, you look so nice. How could something so wrong make me feel so right? Right? Before I beat myself up like Ike, you can still throw your Rockefeller diamond tonight. Because throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe. The rock is still alive every time I rhyme. Forever, ever, forever, ever, 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 ever.
Drop it on me.
People asking me is I'm gonna give my chain back. That'll be the same day I give the game back. You know the next question, dawg, yo, where Dame at? This track the Indian dance to bring our rain back. What's up with you and Jay, man? Are y'all okay, man?
Yep. I got it from here, yeah, damn.
That's awesome.
The chain remains, the gang is intact. The name is mine, I'll take blame for that. The pressure's on, but guess who ain't gonna crack? Pardon me, I had to laugh at that. How could you falter when you the rock at your balls? I had to get off the boat so I could walk on water. This ain't no tall order, this is nothing to me. Difficult takes a day, impossible takes a week. I do this in my sleep. I sold kilos of coke. I'm guessing I could sell CDs. I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. Let me handle my business, damn. Kanye's, you got me. Freeway and Foxy, YG's, Sierra Marie.
Standing on business.
He could be one hit away his whole career. As long as I'm alive, he's a millionaire. And even if I die's in my will somewhere, so he could just kick back and chill somewhere. Oh yeah, he don't even have to write rhymes. A dynasty like my money lasts 3 lifetimes. Shelly Bass is in the red saying exactly what I was saying practically my whole career. The diamond is forever, I've been mining this forever. Now the Louis Vuitton Don's time, it couldn't be better. People lined up to see the Titanic sinking. Instead we rose from the ash like a phoenix. If you're waiting for the end of the dynasty sign, it would seem like forever. It's a mighty long time. Young bitches. Good night.
No, please don't stop. What? Oh my gosh, that was stupid. When I saw Sierra Leone, I was like, oh, another song that he did, but I forgot. The reason Sierra Leone is in my mind is because we did Frank Ocean's Channel Orange, and he has a song about Sierra Leone. Oh gosh. Okay, that's a standout on the album for sure. So cool. Both this remix and the original were singles from Kanye's late registration album. Kanye uses the remix to go into more detail on conflict diamonds, diamonds which are mined during a war and used to finance an invading army. Meanwhile, Jay-Z steers clear of politics and uses his verse to rap about how awesome he and his record label are. Appropriately, the beat contains a sample from the theme song of the James Bond film, Diamonds Are Forever. Oh, okay. Great movie, by the way. I haven't watched it in so many years, and it's honestly incredibly sad. But if you've never watched this right here, with Leonardo DiCaprio, such a good movie. But it all kind of centers around that. Blood diamonds, child soldiers. think this takes place in, is it South Africa? Let's see. Where does Blood Diamond take place? West Africa, excuse me. Oh, okay. Specifically, it is that conflict. The West African nation of Sierra Leone. Listen, I didn't do so great in high school. I got kicked out. So my geography, we're learning, okay? We're still learning. So yeah, okay. It's probably all centered around exactly what he's talking about here. And okay, and the film was in 2006. This album came out in 2005, so it was a very relevant conversation. Wow. All right. I can't wait to listen to that again. So I'll be back after I give that another twirl. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's step into track number 14. I love too when he said, I'm not a business man, I'm a businessman. All right. Oh, we get to hear Nas on this one. This is We Major, track number 14.
Better do your job and roll up and watch how we roll up and I can't control it, can't hold it, it's so nuts. I take a sip of that yak, I wanna fuck. I take a hit of that chronic that got me stuck. But really what's amazing is how I keep.
How you gonna do that to me?
Under the door, I'm smoking to the days and puff and pass the fuck up rotation. Hypnotic for Henny, that nigga that's a chaser. Turn nothing to something, that pimpin' that's a savior. Best things I bring, that pimpin' get your paper. High off the ground instead of skyscraper. Cool out, thinking we local, come on homie, we major.
We major? Come on homie, we major. We major? Come on homie, we major. We major. Come on homie, we major. We major. Come on. Feeling better than some head on a Sunday afternoon. Better than a chick that say yes too soon. Until you have a daughter, that's what I call karma. And you pray to God she don't grow breasts too soon. Projects toe up, gang signs stone up. Niggas hats broke off, that's how we grow up. Why else you think shorties write rhymes just to blow up? Get they first car and then IRS show up. He ain't never had shit, but he had that 9. Nigga come through flicking and he had that shine. Put 2 and 2 together in a little bad weather. Gon' be your whole family on that funeral line. Ask the Reverend, was the strip clubs cool? If my tips help send a pretty girl through school, that's all I want, like winos want they good whiskey. I ain't in the clan, but I brought my hood with me.
You motherfuckers better do your job and roll up and watch how we roll up and I can't control it, can't hold it, it's so nuts. I take a sip of that yak.
Oh, I'm on it this time.
I take a hit of that chronic that got me stuck. But really what's amazing is how I keep blazing. Towel under the door, I'm smoking to the days and puff and pass the fuck up rotation. Hypnotic for Henny, that nigga that's a chaser. Turn nothing to something, that pimpin' that's a savior. Best things I bring, that pimpin' get your paper. High off the ground instead of skyscraper. Cool out, thinking we local, come on homie, we major.
We major? Come on homie, we major. We major? Come on, homie, we major. We major.
Interested to see if this is going to be like a rap marathon or if they're going to do a switch up.
Come on, homie, we major. I heard the beat and I ain't know what to write. First line, should it be about the hoes of the ice? Fofos of black Christ, both flows would be nice. Rap about big paper or the black man plight. At the studio console, ask my man to the right, what this verse sound like? Should I freestyle or write? He said, Nas, what the fans want is illmatic still. Looked at the pad and pencil and jotted what I feel. Been like 12 years since a nigga first signed. Now I'm a free agent and I'm thinking it's time to build my very own Motown. Cause rappers be deprived of executive 9-to-5s. And it hurts to see these companies be stealing the life. And I love to give my blood, sweat, and tears to the mic. So y'all cop the LPs and y'all fiends got dealt. I'm Jesse Jackson on the balcony when King got killed. I survived the loudest niggas around. Lasted longer than more than half of you clowns. Look, I used to cook before I had the game took. Either way, my change came like Sam Cooke.
Feeling better than I ever felt before today. My better legs never eat orientation.
This is cool.
Still we can make it better, throwing all your cares away.
You motherfuckers better do your job and roll up and watch how we roll up and I can't control it, can't hold it, it's so nuts. I take a sip of that yak, I wanna fuck. I take a hit of that chronic, it got me stuck. But really what's amazing is how I keep blazing. Towel under the door, I'm smoking to the days and puff, puff, and pass, don't fuck up rotation. Hypnotic for hitting that nigga, that's a chaser. Turn nothing to something, that pimpin', that's a savior. Best things I bring, that pimpin', get your paper. High off the ground,
So just going and going and going.
homie, we major. We major? Come on, homie, we major. We major? Come on, homie, we major. We major.
It's a great stage song.
We major.
Just throwing back and forth to each other.
Feeling better than I ever felt before today. My better legs never eat orientation. Still we can make it better, throwing all your cares away.
Can I talk my shit again? Can I talk my shit again? I can't believe I'm back up in this motherfucker. I'ma be late though. I gotta figure out what I'm finna wear. Yeah. The Rock is definitely in the building. Good music's definitely in the building.
Play a little mid-album shout out.
Tony Williams on the vocals. He sings quite beautifully, don't you agree? Don't you agree? And John Bryan on the keys right now. And Warren Campbell on the keys right now. So they ask me, why you call it late registration, yeah? Cause we taking these motherfuckers back to school. If you know this part right here, feel free to sing along.
Feeling better than I ever felt before today.
If you're feeling good,
my better legs never eat orientation.
it's orientation.
We can make it better, throwing all your cares away.
We want you to get used to this. They can't do what we do, baby. They can't do what we do, baby. They can't do what we do, baby. Yeah.
In all honesty, if that was the album closer, that'd be a great album closer. And technically, we're as far in as some albums go, 14 tracks in. Man, and I loved how they brought in, obviously, the explanation around late registration, going back to college type thing. But they also used words like, obviously, we're major, orientation, all those different things. Really great tie-ins. Oh man, okay, let's go take a look. There were some names mentioned in there that I didn't recognize, and I'm sure the reference to Illmatic, that was Nas's album, right? A Cut Off of Kanye's late registration, best known for Nas's verse, this helped close the gap between Jay-Z and Nas's feud. Since Kanye and Jay are closely associated, Jay even called this song his favorite off the album. What is a cut off? Is it like almost like an interlude? Okay, let's go look at a few of these real quick. Jesse Jackson. I know the name Jesse Jackson. I don't know much about him. Let's look it up. Here, we'll just do this. Okay. So y'all copped the LPs and y'all fiends got dealt. I'm Jesse Jackson on the balcony when King got killed. A witness to the assassination, Jackson claimed he had held the dying leader, heard his last words, and had his shirt stained by King's blood. People at the scene were scraping up King's blood into jars and doing other such wild stuff. Whoa. The media swarmed the hotel soon afterward, and Jesse Jackson became a nationally known civil rights figure overnight. Just as Jackson witnessed King's assassination firsthand, Nas witnessed the murdering of true hip-hop take place right in front of him. This one too, Sam Cooke. Cook refers to converting cocaine to crack. So look, I used to cook before I had the game took. Either way, my change came like Sam Cooke. Nas claims he sold crack before he became a rapper. He then refers to Sam Cooke's classic song, A Change Gon' Come. Cooking brought him change, i.e. money, while Sam Cooke's change came with the rise of the civil rights movement. Nas grasped the deeper meaning of the Sam Cooke reference. Cooke is considered one of the pioneers in establishing himself on the business side of music and earning money through distribution and licensing. Nas makes an analogy to singing, rapping as cooking, but taking over the game, i.e. distribution, is what Sam Cooke was able to accomplish. Whether Cooke was signing or not, he was making money. Well, good on him. Yeah, that's interesting, the way that it just defined it as a cutoff. Because it's not quite the middle of the album. You know, it's pretty far in, but it did feel, it could have, like I said, felt like an end. But we got more to go. This is track 15, another skit, which I wonder if they'll keep on with the, what is it? Not a sorority, dang it, I hate when this happens. Fraternity. I found it before I finished Googling. I thought of it. Okay. Skit 3, and then we'll let it roll into track 16, Hey Mama.
This was founded years ago by broke slaves years ago who did not have years ago. By broke brothers in the 20 years ago who did not have when we could not eat. Remember that? Eating all of our cereal with forks because we want to save the milk. Do you remember that?
Oh, wow.
Do you remember all those Christmases when your mama walk in the room and pretend she was the tree? Huh? Remember that?
Wow. So very different than the other skits.
I wanna scream so loud for you, 'cause I'm so proud of you.
Okay, which ties into this.
I'm about to do, mama. I know I act a fool.
Song to his mom.
I promise you I'm going back to school. I appreciate what you allow for me, and I just want you to be proud. I wanna tell the whole world about a friend of mine. This little light of mine, I'm finna let it shine. I'm finna take y'all back to them better times. I'm finna talk about my mama if y'all don't mind. I was 3 years
go ahead.
old when you and I moved to the Shy. Late December, harsh winter gave me a cold. You fixed me up something that was good for my soul. Famous homemade chicken soup, can I have another bowl? You work late nights just to keep on the lights. Mommy got me training wheels so I could keep on my bike. And you would give me anything in this world. Michael Jackson leather and the glove, but didn't get me on curl. And you never put no man over me. And I love you for that, mommy, can't you see? 7 years old, caught you with tears in your eyes. Cause a nigga cheating, telling you lies. Then I started to cry as we knelt on the kitchen floor. I said, mommy, I'ma love you till you don't hurt no more. And when I'm older, you ain't gotta work no more. And I'ma get you that mansion that we couldn't afford. See, you're unbreakable, unmistakable, highly capable. Lady that's making loot, a living legend too. Just look at what heaven do. Send us an angel, and I thank you, mama. I wanna scream so loud for you. Cause I'm so proud of you. And let me tell you what I'm about to do, mama. I know I act a fool, but I promise you I'm going back to school. And I appreciate what you allow for me.
It's like the track keeps dipping.
Forrest Gump, mama said, life is like a box of chocolates. My mama told me go to school, get your doctorate. Something to fall back on, you could profit with, but still supported me when I did the opposite. Now I feel like it's things I gotta get, things I gotta do, just to prove to you, you was getting through. Can the choir please give me a verse of you are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're like a book of poetry.
It's like Little Rascals.
Maya Angelou, Nikki Giovanni. Turn one page and there's my mommy. Come on, mommy, just dance with me. Let the whole world see your dancing feet. Now when I say hey, y'all say mama. Now everybody answer me. Come on. I wanna scream so loud for you. Cause I'm so proud of you. And let me tell you what I'm about to do. I know I act a fool, but I promise you I'm going back to school. And I appreciate what you allow for me. And I just want you to be proud of me, mama. I guess it all depends though, if my end's low. Second naked up, you gon' get that benzo. Tint the windows, ride around the city and let your friends know. Tell your job you gotta fake them out. Since you brought me in this world, let me take you out to a restaurant, upper echelon. I'ma get you a jack, whatever else you want. Just tell me what kind of S-type, Don the West like. Tell me the perfect color so I make it just right. It don't gotta be Mother's Day or your birthday for me to just call and say, hey, mama, I wanna scream so loud for you. Cause I'm so proud of you. And let me tell you what I'm about to do. You know I love you so. I never let you go. Wrote this song just so you know, no matter where you go, my love is true.
It sounds like a person with a vocal effect. That like that he's just playing on this one. A little bit of a departure from a lot of the other content with this album, but obviously a tribute song to his mom, Donda West, which makes me wonder, because I didn't know her name was Donda West until I think the documentary video that I watched. And then I know that's where I put together, oh, okay, he had an album called Donda, named after his mother. Okay, so she passed away in 2007. When did he drop the album? Okay, that was in 2021. 10th album. I wonder what kind of the it encompasses hip hop, gospel, progressive rap. I mean, obviously it's a dedication to her. I'm curious the content within it. I guess we'll have to find out when we get there. All right, let's go take a look at this real quick. A ballad dedicated to Kanye West's mom was written in 2000. Later appeared in its final version. West debuted the song on Oprah, cool, when his mother is in the audience, that's sweet. Donda liked it so much, she actually made it her ringtone at the time. Sadly, Donda passed away in 2007 of cosmetic surgery complications. No. Kanye understandably broke down in tears attempting to perform this song at his next concert, but not before he had the opportunity to perform the song live for her in their kitchen in Chicago. And we'll have to check that out. On the 10th anniversary of Donda West's passing, 2017, a group of Kanye fans organized an event titled Hey Mama Day. The event aims to encourage fans to listen to the song with the hope of it reappearing on the Billboard Hot 100. That's cool. Its motivations were also to combat the release of Taylor Swift's album Reputation on the anniversary, which many perceived as an intentional move in the long-standing Swift-West feud. I mean, hey, a feud's one thing, but dude, that'd be a dirty move if that's for real. Kanye said, "This is the reason I did whatever song you might have heard of." Kanye said of his mom in April 2004, "My mother was my everything. When she first heard it, she was crying." Kanye said of the record, "Even me sitting back thinking about all the stuff now, thinking about all the stuff my mother has done for me, makes me want to call her." We're not going to get too deep into this, but the timeline of Taylor Swift's feud with Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. I feel like Taylor Swift has had a few feuds. Oh, I did forget about this moment. Did this begin their feud? Oh, okay, so this is where it begins. This is the origin story. I remember this moment. And then when he like faked that he was going to go up that other time. Interesting. I bet you there's a video that follows this. So we might have to check that out. Okay, and then they had kind of a making up. Okay, I said I wasn't going to go into all this. We'll have to save that for another time. Okay, I'll try to remember that. The one thing I think about too is with a cosmetic surgery, you know, I wonder if the cosmetic surgery is like something that he was trying to do as a gift to her, or if it was like something that was medically needed, because that would be really hard, you know, if you were trying to like do something nice for your mom and then it results in her death, that would be really, really tragic. Which obviously it's not like anybody can help it, because I mean, a lot of times there are routine things that just go wrong, man, that you can't account for, but the weight of that thought, you know. All right, track 17, Celebration.
celebration, bitches. Grab a drink, grab a glass. After that, I grab your ass. Why you whacking now? Shine.
Mr. Kanye, Mr. West.
Blindfold. I never did this before. Stop that. What you want, some Patron? I got that. I mean, I promise y'all, you fine and all. And your girlfriend, she kinda raw, but she not like you. No, she not like you. Right now, I need you to mute all the monologue. All that talking is gone, give me your Tylenol. You put a nigga to sleep, I'm tired of y'all. Right now, the Louis Vuitton.
Like a Tylenol PM.
But I just thought you should know. We hit the liquor store, got some Chris and some Mo, and we about to let it flow. Had some problems before, but see, we let them go. Got an ounce of that dro, and we about to let it blow. Yeah, you know what this is.
Dro, like hydroponics?
It's a celebration, bitch.
Weed?
Grab a drink, grab a glass. After that, I grab your ass. See, you know my style.
Other cheek?
Well, and I vowed that my child will be well endowed, like his daddy. And tell him that your mama had a fatty. He looked up at me, said, Daddy, that's the reason why you had me. Yep, we was practicing till one day your ass bust through the packaging. You know what though? You my favorite accident. So go ahead, pop some crystal for my newborn child, cause now
I just got that. Bust through the packaging.
It's a celebration, bitches. Grab a drink, grab a glass. After that, I grab your ass, but I just thought you should know. We hit the liquor store, got some Chris and some Mo, and we about to let it flow. Had some problems before, but see, we let them go. Got an ounce of that dro, and we about to let it blow. For some ho,
Even the last thing there with those keys, it does continue to add that so much of this album feels curated. You know, he does introduce a lot of interesting electronic sounds and things like that, but then you can hear those moments, at least to the best of my ability, that they are actual musicians. He had to come in and play a lot of these things live. And even in one of the previous songs, you know, when he was calling out different people on different instruments, obviously he has a live band in there. Okay, this says 17th track, celebration, exactly what the title suggests, full of references to sex, alcohol, and glamour. Kanye delivers a hedonist's ideal party anthem with a soulful twist. To put it plainly, that awkward day when Saint hears the second verse for the first time. Is Saint one of his children? I don't know much about, let's see. Kanye West children. Yeah, because I don't even know the timeline with Kim Kardashian. Kanye West, 4 children with the ex-wife Kim, North, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm. When did Kanye and Kim start dating? Okay, so it wasn't until 2012. All right. This moves us into track 18, which is Skit number 4, We'll Let It Flow Into Gone. Oh, so then it looks like on this album, Diamonds from Sierra Leone bonus track, that must be the remix. We listened to the original because I know that it mentioned in the description a remix. That'll be interesting. So we'll probably, when we do that, we'll let it flow into the final track, which is Late. All right, here we go. Skit number 4.
We ain't got it, bro. I've called this private meeting today because there is a imposter among us.
It's Kanye.
Among us.
Because he ain't broke.
Right here has been out making beats on the side. Yes, he has. Pretending he's broke, walking amongst us. This brother has been eating every day. Can you believe that? Eating every day.
Even the milk.
Pretending he's with us. He's not
with a spoon.
I did not want to believe this, but I walked into the brother Kanye's closet and I found new shoes. Kanye, would you like to step forward and explain these new shoes? You crazy, dude. No, you speak up, brother. I'm trying to stick to my roots and what? I want to stick to my what? You march your new shoes out of here, Kanye. Don't you ever come back in them. Don't you ever come back smelling all good, taking showers and shit like that, all right? We don't appreciate that down here, broke fat bro. What's next?
We start at told was the only one.
Uh-oh.
But it's too
Love him bringing in this vintage stuff.
late.
You sweater, and I ain't talking about a Cool J. You a big L, and I ain't talking about Cool J. See me at the airport, at least 20 Louis. Treat me like the prince, and it's my sweet brother, Noom say. Groupies say I'm too choosy. Take them to the show and talk all through the movies. Said she want diamonds, I took her to Ruby Tuesdays. If we up at Fridays, I still have it my way. Gone.
We strive at home.
Gone.
I ride on chrome.
Y'all don't want no pride from me. What you rappers could get is a job for me. Maybe you could be my intern. And in turn, I'll show you how I cook up summer in the winter. Aaron love the raw dog, when will he learn? Caught something on the usher tree, he had to let it burn. Plus he already got 3 churn. Arguing over babysitters like, bitch, it's your turn. Damn, yeah, it'd be stupid to dish you. Even your superficial raps is super official. Rock pastel with Gucci on. With TVs in the ride, throw a movie on. Said he couldn't rap, now he at the top with Doobie Long. Cause the Dookie's on any song that they on. Gone.
Could have left the Dookie word out.
I ride on chrome. We strive at home. Killer, I ride on chrome. Knock, knock, who's there? Killer Cam, killer who? Killer Cam, hustler, grinder, gorilla, true. My chinchilla brew. You ever dealt with a dealer? Well, here's the deal, ma. We going to the dealer. Boo. No concealing, no ceiling. I don't need a roof. Act up, get out.
I love all these features he has.
Going damn tough luck, dag, but dag. Niggas still doing puff, puff, pass. Pull the truck up fast, and I tell them, hey, back in the touched up jag shit. Y'all niggas won't get in Cam cerebellum. An old man just gonna tell them. Then I see how y'all gonna react when I'm gone. My last girl want me
Got the strings in there.
Fine stay, you got the grind, hey. Came back, read what the sign say. Yes, I know you wanna see my demise. Little church boy acting like a thief in disguise. Ain't even my size, see the greed in my eyes. Axe happy, I hustle, bought weed to the shy chick. And that ain't even a lie, please believe me. Gave Weezy a piece of the pie. And you can ask Georgia Regina. The whole west side I explore with the Beamer now. We strive at home. I ride on chrome. Listen, homeboy, move on. That's your best bet. Why is that cause?
Yeah, I've been pouring out some liquor for the fact that my pal's gone, and trying to help his mama with the fact that her child's gone. And since we used to bubble like a tub full of cow gone, guess it's only right that I should help her from now on. But since they got a foul on, what could have gone wrong? Now they asking cons, how long has this gone on? And maybe all this money might have gone to my head, cause it got me thinking money might have gone to the Fed. So I ain't going to the dread, but he ain't going up to bed. And when I came the next morning, he was gone my bread. And with that being said, I had gone my instincts and going to the spots where they go to get mixed drinks. But looking back now, I should have gone to the crib and really gone with the win, cause I'd have gone about 10, but I ain't going my friend. And we had gone to the bar and heard a nigga talking shit, so I ain't gone to the car. And now the judge is telling me that I ain't gone too far.
Oh, it's so much to take in.
20 years doing time behind bars, and since I've gone to a cell for some petty crimes, I guess I've gone to the well one too many times, cause I'm gone.
Oh, I love a good switch up. Little bridge.
Sometimes years out, so the powers that be won't let me get my ideas out, and that make me wanna get my advance out and move to Oklahoma and just live at my aunt's house. Yeah, I romance the thought of leaving it all behind. Kanye step away from the limelight, like when I was on the grind in the 1999. Before model chicks was bending over, or dealerships asked me Benz a Rover. Man, if I could just get one beat on Hover, we could get up off the sheep ass sofa. What the summer of the shy got to offer? A 18-year-old sell drugs to get a job, you gotta play Euro. My dog worked at Taco Bell, hooked us up plural. Fired a week later, the manager count the churros. Sometimes I can't believe it when I look up in the mirror. How we out in Europe, spending euros. They claim you never know what you got till it's gone. I know I got it, I don't know what y'all on. I'ma open up a store for aspiring MCs. Won't sell them no dream, but the inspiration is free. But if they ever flip sides like Anakin, you will sell everything, including the mannequin. They got a new bitch, now you Jennifer Aniston. Hold on, I'll handle it. Don't start panicking, stay calm. Shorty's at the door, cause they need more inspiration for their life, they souls, and they songs. They said, sorry, Mr. West is gone.
That ending verse was my favorite in the whole track. Gotta love the Star Wars reference, but if they ever flip sides like Anakin. But I'll tell you one thing that he did in here. We might hop back into it for just a second. This, I think it was right here.
I romance the thought of leaving it all behind.
The way he bends this.
Away from the limelight, like when I was on the grind in the
that, man, the instincts of fitting that in, it helps me, because believe it or not, I've written a little rap. I wrote a lot of poetry growing up, and even spoken word stuff, you know, that I performed, but I never tried to put it to music. And recently playing with some music production and just trying to see, like, do I have any ability to flow with something? I often struggle at times because I'm like, man, how do I fit something in here? I feel like I got to add another word. But when he does stuff like this, it helps me see, like, let me just do it one more time.
Kanye step away from the limelight, like when I was on the grind in the one.
You know, those little things that you might feel like, how do I shove another word in there or whatever? But lime, light, like, so good, man. Okay. And this album does. It has such a distinct sound with all of the orchestration and instrumentation. So this, in the closing track, off 2005's Late Registration, Cameron, Consequence, and Kanye West himself deliver some of their best verses ever over a classic sample of Otis Redding's It's Too Late, accompanied by an orchestra arranged by co-producer John Brion. Note the string progression throughout the song, particularly verse 4. You can watch some of the orchestral recording sessions. Awesome. I love these types of videos, so that'll be fun to watch. interestingly, Gone, 8 years after the release, is when it hit the Hot 100. The song's revival started when Marina Shifrin, a writer and comedian, quit her job as a video editor by creating a video for her boss in which she dances to Gone around her office. The video went viral. That's cool. So, okay. So was this the close? Yeah, see? Me too. Felt that. Now it's saying the closing track. Is that because the actual last track has more speaking? Let's see. Gone is considered the official final track, while hidden bonus tracks like Late appear afterward on certain releases. Gone concludes the main album track list, serves as the intended finale. Interesting. I mean, it was a great verse from him to close on. Let's go ahead and check out these other two real quick, though. This is the, I'm assuming the remix, Diamonds, from Sierra Leone. And then we'll just let that go ahead and flow into track 21, which is Late.
Diamonds are forever. They won't leave in the night. I've no fear that they might desert me. Diamonds are forever.
That's so hard.
In the sky, if you feel the vibe. The rock is still alive every time I rhyme. Forever, ever, forever, ever, 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 ever.
Is that an Outkast reference?
Close your eyes and imagine, feel the magic. Vegas on acid, seen through Yves Saint Laurent glasses. And I realized that I've arrived, cause it take more than a magazine to kill my vibe. Does he write his own rhymes? Or sort of. I thank him. That mean I forgot better shit than you ever thought of. Damn, is he really that caught up? I ask, if you talking about classes, do my name get brought up? I remember I couldn't afford.
So I wonder if this was more curated for radio.
So it's only right that I let the top drop on a drop top Porsche. For yourself, that's important. If your stripper named Portia and you get tips from any man, then your fat friend, her nickname is Minivan. Excuse me, that's just the Henny, man. I smoke, I drink, I'm supposed to stop, I can't because.
Like I shouldn't have said that.
Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe. The rock is still alive every time I rhyme. Forever, ever, forever, ever, 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 ever. I was sick about awards, couldn't nobody cure me. Only player that got robbed and kept all his jury. Alicia Keys tried to talk some sense in them. 30 minutes later, seen there's no convincing them. What more could you ask for? The international asshole who complain about when he is old and throw a tantrum like he is 3 years old. You gotta love it though, somebody still speak from his soul. And wasn't changed by the change or the game or the fame. When he came in the game, he made his own lane. Now all I need is y'all to pronounce my name. It's Kanye, but some of my plastics still say Kane. Got family in the D, kin folk from Motown. Back in the Shy, them folks ain't from Motown. Life moving too fast, I need to slow down. Girl ain't give me no ass, she need to go down. My father Ben said I need Jesus, so he took me to church and let the water wash over my Caesar. The preacher said we need leaders. Right then, my body got still like a paraplegic. You know who you call, you got a message to leave it. The rock stand tall and you would never believe it. Take your diamonds and throw them up like you bulimic. Yeah, the beat cold, but the flow is anemic. After debris settles and the dust gets swept off, Big K pick up where Young Hov left off. Right when magazines wrote Kanye West off, I drop my new shit, it sound like the best of. A&R's looking like we messed up. Grammy night, damn right, we got dressed up. Bottle after bottle till we got messed up in the studio, but really though, yeah, he next up. People asking me is I'm gonna give my chain back. That'll be the same day I give the game back. You know the next question, dawg, yo, where Dame at? This track the Indian dance to bring our rain back. What's up with you and Jay, man? Are y'all okay, man? They pray for the death of our dynasty.
I love this transition.
Right here stands amen.
he's not on this one.
In the sky, if you feel the vibe. The rock is still alive every time I rhyme. Forever, ever, forever, ever, 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 ever,
It's got to be one of the hardest beats I've ever heard. All right, let it roll. Again, that kind of vintage sound.
I'll be late for that, baby. I wait for that. If you had a taste of that, you probably pay for that. I'm coming in when I feel like to turn this motherfucker up only if it feels right. I'll be late for that. I can't wait for that. I think I was made for that. So I'm coming in when I feel like to turn this motherfucker up only if it feels right. Stop all your blood clot crying. I was flying, made it to school with barely enough time to sign in. Yeah, I hear the alarm. Yeah, I hear your mom. Yeah, I don't wanna be broke when I'm 31. They said the best classes go to the fastest. Sorry, Mr. West is no good classes, and that's what your ass get. Not even electives, not even prerequisites. You mean I missed my major by a couple of seconds? Now I'm in the shop class or the basket weaving with all the rest of the motherfuckers underachieving. Man, this is an insult. I went to junior high with all of them and they been slow. If I can catch the beat, then slow down the tempo. Just throw this at the end if I'm too late for the intro. Well, I make it from the student loans to a benzo. Like old folks pissing, I guess it all depends. Oh.
Such a goofball at times.
Crying, baby. I'll be late for that, baby. I wait for that. If you had a taste of that, you probably pay for that. I'm coming in when I feel like to turn this motherfucker up only if it feels right. I'll be late for that. I can't wait for that. I think I was made for that. So I'm coming in when I feel like to turn this motherfucker up only if it feels right.
Which really ties into the late registration theme.
You know when you be late, you miss all the lights. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And when you get back, she gon' start up a fight. That night. That night. That night. Baby, it's too late for that. Lately I've been taking it slow. Try and make it to the party for the guest list closed. With the freshest hoes, the professors know we about to get real, I'm professional. Like them Eskimos, what would you do for a Klondike? Or two dykes that look Christina Milian like? I'll be on time for that. I ain't thought of no line that could rhyme with that. Yo, I'll be there in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't have a rhyme for that.
I'll be there in 5 minutes. Go ahead, ride with it. I'm so live with it. Look how I did it. Been bullshitting.
It almost feels a little bit like a freestyle.
I know it's late and I took all year, but you can stop complaining cause I'm finally here. Yeah.
All right. There it was, people. Late registration. I do wish I knew coming in when the official final track was, just because I'm always interested to see how people choose to close an album. And so sometimes obviously on streaming platforms, I didn't see any kind of like extended edition or special edition or anything like that. So this says, Late is a bonus hidden track off Kanye's sophomore record. The track is not only late in name, but also in placement on the album. Late comes after both the closing track Gone and the bonus track Diamonds for Sierra Leone. I'm wondering if they created this version of Diamonds for Sierra Leone more for radio, but I prefer, there were some great lines in this one, but I prefer the version with like in the album. I love Jay-Z's verse on it. As a hidden track, it was only to be heard on the CD version of the album by letting it play for a few extra seconds of silence after Diamonds. Cool. Late ends up being the last track on streaming services, being the 21st song on the album, although depending on what CD vinyl you got, it could appear as the 22nd song off the album. The song essentially displays how Kanye is late to everything, whether it be college or his album dropping. Was the album late? Kanye. Late registration was not late in terms of missing its release date. It was delayed by roughly 49 days from its initial unconfirmed or rumored schedule before releasing on August 30th, 2005. Compared to later albums, this was a relatively minor delay, particularly in contrast to the 193-day delay for his debut, The College Dropout. I didn't know that. Wow. 193 days. That's a lot. Man, yeah, the best word that I have for this album is just distinct. It is such a distinct sound. He really found something within the classical instruments, the vintage samples, and threaded that through the entire album. Obviously, from a lyrical standpoint, I'm going to have to go through it again, and really just let it sit in. Diamonds Are Forever was definitely a standout for me, and there were a few others for sure. And I love the fraternity connections within it, with the skits and things like that. That was really fun, and how kind of even carrying it to the last part when they finished their chant, and then he was like addressing, obviously Kanye being in there and pointing out he's not one of the broke ones. So very cool. Interested to see what he's got next. I think his next album is a favorite for a lot of people, isn't it? It's Graduation, right? Yeah, Graduation, which obviously even the cover art on that looks really interesting. Weren't there like some anime tie-ins or something? I don't know. We'll check all that out once we get into it. Thanks for joining me for this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for being a part of this and hanging out with me. It's always a lot of fun, and I hope that you enjoyed it. Again, would love your support over on Patreon. Check out what we have going on over there. It's a great community that we're building. Helps out the channel a ton. But I hope to see you in the next one, because we're eating good.